StoryZoo, StoryZoo. Geekaboo, geekaboo, boo!
Hello. In the news, on television, the radio, and perhaps even at your school, people are talking about the coronavirus. But what is the coronavirus? A virus is a tiny thing that can make people and animals sick. It could give you a cold, for example, or a fever, or even the flu. There are many different types of viruses, and a new virus was discovered a few months ago. This new virus is called COVID-19, coronavirus. It looks a bit like a ball covered with suction cups, don't you think? Though the real virus is so small you can't see it with your eyes. This new coronavirus was first discovered in a Chinese city called Wuhan in the Hubei province. Almost 12 million people live in Wuhan, which is about the same number of people that live in the whole of the country Belgium, so it's a big city. Some people in Wuhan started to get ill and nobody really knew what they had at first. All the normal treatments didn't seem to work either. Scientists and doctors tried to find out where this new virus had come from. They think it started in a market in Wuhan, where animals like fish, snakes, rabbits, deer, and maybe even bats were sold. Do you know what a bat is? People think this virus came from bats, but nobody really knows how it started. We do know that if someone has the coronavirus, they can pass it on to other people. It's infectious. If someone is infected, it can take a few days before they get any symptoms. Symptoms are signs that show you're ill, like coughing or a fever, a bit like when you have a cold. Some people, mainly older people, may have trouble breathing. There's a test to show if someone has the coronavirus. What can you do about corona? It's important to wash your hands very well several times a day, especially when you get home, before eating and after going to the toilet. And not just a quick wash. Take your time. Use soap and warm water. Rub your hands together. Wash the back of your hands, between your fingers, around your nails, and don't forget your wrists. If you need to cough or sneeze, cover your mouth with the inside of your elbow, or even better, use a tissue. Then quickly throw the tissue into a rubbish bin. Maybe you've noticed that people aren't shaking hands at the moment. But of course, there are other ways to say hello. Like this way, for example. Oh, and eating healthily and drinking plenty of water is always a good idea.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye. StoryZoo. Peekaboo, peekaboo.